or you can instant message us in any way that Timothy Bruce Patterson says that you can. He said it 1,000 times, but I don't actually remember how that's done. You can always enter the chat room on bolopunchboxinghour.com, which takes you right by the link over to ustream.tv, which is how you're seeing our gleaming faces right now. And my personal apologies for that. That was awesome. Well, you gave me all
my
of 9
personal
seconds.
apologies for not having my mic on when I just talked either.
I thought we were going. I thought we were going 2 commercials. Timmy decided 1 commercial. So let's get on to the rest of the topic.
Are we still good, Tim? Okay, because I see you pushing buttons like you're hurting them.
That's what he needs. We're making him work. He's not playing some video game in the other room.
All right. Bad Chad Dawson or Chad Awesome Dawson, depending on
what he wants to be called
this
week.
Are you talking Jekyll or are you talking Hyde? It doesn't matter. But, yeah, Chad Dawson has depends on what website you read the article off of. It's either a hairline fracture in the left hand or it's a ligament problem. But one way or another, he's not going to be able to fulfill his contract to fight Antonio Magic Man Tarver the way he wanted to.
So Tarver should fight Tavares Cloud, right?
This is the way it happens. Tavares Cloud. This is the big way that Tavares Cloud enters the light heavyweight.
Well, when we seen him fight on ESPN, we're talking about the Chicago boy here. Well, he's from Florida.
Yeah.
But he's been fighting out of Chicago lately, and made his TV debut on ESPN about a couple months ago at the Aragon Ballroom, and we watched him. What was his name?
It's Julio Gonzalez.
I knew his last name was Gonzalez. I couldn't remember his first name, but a guy that had never been stopped.
And he stopped him.
Yeah, it was a bit of a controversial stoppage, but Gonzalez was getting beaten up pretty good, and he did a pretty good job against him, and that lined him to have to fight whoever was the winner between Tarver and Dawson the first time for the title, and Dawson ended up winning that, but the money was still to have a rematch with Tarver, not to fight Tavares Cloud yet. So, and these guys here at light heavy aren't even that interested in holding on to their belts. They'll let their belts go just to score the money shots here, and that messed Chris up already. We can go to break now.
Well, there's a lot of things I expect to hear in a boxing show, but money shot is not one of them. It's all right. Shot in the hair. No problem. No problem. Yeah, so Tarver against Dawson is not going to be happening.
What do I see on there next? Rubio promises to get KO'd.
Promises a knockout. Promises that a knockout will occur in his fight. And I agree with him. I don't agree that it's going to be him scoring the knockout, but he will definitely be part of one because my boy Kelly Pavlik is going to take care of business. He's going to take care of business. And
Rubio isn't exactly executioner.
Hopkins, no. In fact, I don't even want to see Hopkins in Youngstown, Ohio during this. I don't even want to see him there. He should be out at the Cotto fight. I don't want him even in the same stadium.
It's been a while since Youngstown's had a big fight, really. Pavlik's been fighting not in Youngstown. He's been fighting in Vegas and stuff.
Yeah, Pavlik has fought in Youngstown, but not as the champion.
Yeah, so and not bringing HBO and all that
yeah,
there.
Yeah. But, yeah, definitely their share. There's something in the water out there in Youngstown. Boom Boom Mancini.
Yeah, you used to have Ray Flores. You stole that from Ray Flores. That's what Ray Flores told me.
Something in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
never stolen a thing from Ray Flores.
But, yeah, we drive past Youngstown on our way to the Hall of Fame every year, and it's pretty exciting to see somebody not too far away from us doing so well in boxing. Hopefully he can get back on track after that loss to Hopkins.
Of course he's going to get back on track. He's not going to lose to someone, Marco Antonio Rubio. And nothing against him, but that's not the type of fighter that is going to mess over Kelly Pavlik.
Yeah, the only way that he would do that is if Kelly took it lightly. Plus, the weight change could play a factor in this as well. I mean, he went up in weight and came back down.
Going back to middle could be an issue, but I don't think so.
Yeah, we've seen it in other fighters have trouble. So, is that going to wrap up our topics for the week? And
I don't know. I would assume no. We're still good. So, Nate Campbell, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Nate Campbell. I guess Zab Judah earlier in the week was calling out Nate Campbell saying, oh, you ain't got no belts, neither do I, so let's fight. We're both little. We're both former champions.
I'm not sure.
We're both broke. Let's go.
I don't have Zab Judah's record in front of us, but I believe he's lost the last 4 out of his last 5 fights.
He's not doing so great. I mean, he's a friend of the show, but yeah.
Not that they were against weak fighters. I mean, against Cotto and against Mosley.
No, these are against huge names.
Yeah.
These are against Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get any stronger than the names that he's lost to. So, I mean, these are not just top-notch fighters. These are the cream of the crop, the top names there are in that entire, welter, super welter, junior welter division.
And that's what I believe that they'll be fighting at is junior welter. He's been fighting. Judah's been fighting at welter, and Campbell's been fighting at light. So I'm guessing there'll be if it does happen, it'll be somewhere in the middle. Probably at junior welter.
Some interesting stuff that Nate Campbell was quoted at saying on the net. He says, and I'm quoting now, I called out everyone and their mother at 135, and what did that get me? So don't sit there, Zab Judah, sit there at home in your living room and log on to the internet and start calling me out.
Well, I think Zab Judah wants to call him out obviously.
He wants his name in the paper.
Yeah, obviously he needs some money fight. Needs a money fight, and
Nate Campbell is where it's at right now.
Yeah,
he definitely can make some money by fighting Nate Campbell. I think Nate could outmaneuver him,
and I think it would be a good step for. I mean, Judah has lost to most of the top names at welterweight, so him stepping up and coming down in weight to fight Campbell might work out good for him and gives him a chance. And Campbell coming into against a guy that's actually lost quite a few of the last of his last fights, it looks like it'd be a good step up guy. It'll be a big money fight for him, and it shouldn't be as high a risk as just jumping against a champion or something like we've seen other fighters do.
Campbell says none of these guys wanted my belts when I had them, and now that I'm moving up, all of a sudden everyone wants the belts.
Oh, Juan Guzman wanted his belt. He had one of the top fighters in boxing wanting his belt, but he just, for some reason, Guzman moved up in weight and couldn't make weight for some reason. I don't understand that.
Juan Guzman is the only guy that really stood up to the plate and said, yeah, I will. I'm not making weight, but I'll show up. I'll sign the contract.
Guzman even stepped up in weight. I think the idea was for him to end up fighting Pacquiao. That's why he actually moved up in weight. But Campbell was going to be a stepping stone for him to get there in his eyes.
That's rough making Nate Campbell the unified champion of stepping stone.
Well, he's a stepping stone to the pound-for-pound best in the sport right now.
Sure. But, no, if you just ask Nate Campbell, he's the one that deserves the shot against Pacquiao.
There's a lot of guys chasing Pacquiao around. They're going, why does he keep moving up so quick? I've been wanting to fight him for 2 years.
That's crazy. Wanted to let you know that a competing radio show that I will not name has a special guest, Juan the Baby Bull Diaz, tonight. I like that they check out who we're interviewing and then they go ahead and take it.
Well, they might say the same thing. I don't think they're really paying attention to who we interviewed last week.
I don't either. I just thought that would sound cool. They're picking up our scraps. Yoo-hoo! Woo! Yeah, whatever.
I don't think
Juan Diaz is a great interview.
Looking around at everybody on this show, I don't think we leave many scraps around.
No. And I'm not calling Juan Diaz a scrap. He knows how to scrap.
Yes.
But last on the docket tonight, Povetkin against Jason Estrada. That fight is going to happen on April 4th. In Dusseldorf, Germany. Povetkin 16-0 with 12 knockouts. He's the mandatory IBF Heavyweight Championship challenger to Big Vlad.
Yeah, he won that little mini tournament that they had.
Yeah, and he's going to be fighting Jason Estrada, who's 15-1 in Dusseldorf, Germany. So that is lending credence to Estrada's name, and Povetkin gets to rub up against someone who really is out there to hurt somebody. Let's take another break. We'll be right back with all the fights that got us through the week and all the fights that are going to be getting us through next week on your Thursday night injection of boxing talk updates and all that arguments. This is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour. We'll be right back at you.
Rogie Insurance is a full